Right, welcome to this afternoon. We are going to go through our handwriting first of all. So we've got that word any, A-N-Y, then many, M-A-N-Y, then the word beautiful, tall B, E-A-U, tall T, short I, tall L and low, F, U, tall L, dot and cross. Then we've got the word clothes, C-L-O, tall T, tall H, E and an S. Okay, no comprehension activity today. We're going to go straight into our science. Now in your pack you have got a copy of a PowerPoint which I will also attach to our class page, and we can have a little look through the PowerPoint now. So on our PowerPoint, as you can see, we are thinking today about living, dead or never alive. So some things are alive. Hopefully I'm still alive. Yep, I can feel that, I'm alive. Now dead, something that's dead is something that was alive but isn't alive anymore. So maybe if you were to find a snail shell that used to be alive because there used to be a creature that lived in there, but now it's dead and never alive, so that's something that never was living. So having a look at those. So look at different objects. So we've got lots of different things about on here, and it says talk about it. So have a discussion at home about these different objects, thinking about those words, living, dead or never living, okay, or never alive. How would you sort them? So think about how you might sort those objects out, okay. So talk about it. So they've grouped them here into different groups. So here we've got the dog, the tree and the person. Then we've got a fossil, a leaf and paper. And then over here we have got some other objects. So we've got some cutlery, a cup, a water bottle and a computer. How do you think they have been grouped? Oh, and then it gives us the answer. So we've got things that are alive, things that were once alive and things that have never been alive. So how do we know if something's alive? I've already given us one clue, haven't I? I pinched myself, didn't I? I said, oh yes, I can feel that. So that's one idea. Let's have a look and see what ideas. How do we know? What do living things do? And on here you've got a description about things that living things do. All living things can move, and they move in some ways. So even plants, if you watch them over time, they do move. Make more of their own type. So that's reproduction that we've been thinking about. So living things will reproduce, they will make babies or make smaller versions of themselves. Respond to the place that they're in. So if a plant is somewhere too hot, it responds, and animals respond by evolving and changing. Feeding, so we need to eat, all living things need to eat. They grow, they get rid of waste. So animals and plants or things that are alive get rid of the waste. So if we have eaten something and our bodies haven't used that energy, have a think about what happens to it. I'm sure you will know. And they need oxygen. All living things need oxygen to breathe, and all plants do use oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. They use carbon dioxide to help them photosynthesize and produce energy from the sun, from sunlight, but they also do breathe in oxygen. So those are the things that all living things need. Is it alive? So there are some things that used to be alive. So the piece of paper used to be a tree. So it used to be alive when it was a tree. So have a think about some of those things. Fossils, so remains of an animal. So it used to be alive, but now it's dead because the animal has died and it's no longer living. So you've got some different objects here that you can have a think about, and you can talk about those. You might want to pause the video or just use the PowerPoint on its own to have a look through. They've grouped those. Now what we want you to do today, or just need to run over to the computer to get out of that, what you're going to do today is, you have got a little worksheet in your pack. You've got to find 3 things, and I'd like to challenge you to find one thing that's living, one thing that was living but is now dead, and one thing that's never been alive. And what you need to do, it says here, how can you tell? So think back to all those things that we know about living things and give your reasons. So writing sentences, and you will find that that word, because, is going to be very useful to help you give your reasons. Have a great afternoon, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.